Hey, what's going on? What's going on? So today I'm going to speak on another topic of Capricorn, the zodiac sign Capricorn. It is from the birth dates of December 22nd through January the 19th. Okay, anything other than that, you are not a Capricorn. So we're touching base on in general, because remember, everyone is different. Every individual is different. So the zodiac signs do not always 100% applies to every person because other factors come into play. The way you grew up, the way you were raised, who are you around, what have you seen growing up, what experiences you've had. All that also plays a role too. So some things may not apply to everyone, but for the most part, for most Capricorns in general, these things will apply. So as I'm searching through social media, through YouTubers, a lot of people, I always say, no one can speak on a Capricorn except for a Capricorn. Okay. There has been a few astrologers that I've actually seen that got it right, but for the most part, only a Capricorn can speak on a Capricorn. Why? Because most of the things you see on the outside is not how we operate on the inside. So if you're looking on the outside and you're trying to see how we move and all that, you're going to be wrong. Because we can move one way, but inside we're thinking a whole different way, a whole different meaning. So it does not relate to what you see on the outside. Okay. So I'm going to address, I guess, maybe some of the negatives that a lot of people say about Capricorns and just kind of get a better understanding on each of them. So a lot of people say, there are some people that say, okay, Capricorns, they're liars, they're cheaters, manipulative, secretive. And so let me put into perspective. Now I'm speaking on the average Capricorn that's at least kind of healed. They don't have no trauma going on right now, things like that. An average regular Capricorn is not lying, cheating, stealing, none of that. And I say that because number one, Capricorns, we are very, very disciplined. Very disciplined. The average Capricorn is very disciplined. We are very good at controlling our emotions, being disciplined sexually, mentally, physically. And people don't realize, unless you're one of us, internally we deal with a lot of crap. Okay, a lot of crap. And then on top of that, there's nowhere to even go to. We don't really have anyone to go to release all that emotions that we feel. And so we discipline ourselves to carry so much internally within ourselves to the point where it's kind of a challenge to us. And so we're like, okay, I'm not going to spaz out. When things happen to us in relationships, friendships, when people betray us, we do not snap. We control our emotions. We learn at an early age to control. Don't snap. Don't lash out. And then we go recuperate. We isolate. And in our isolation, that's when we handle our emotions. Whether that's crying, we talk it out with ourselves. Write it down, whatever we have to do. Listen to music. Music is a big therapy for us. We cry alone. So we carry a lot of things internally, but it helps us to be very disciplined. So in relationships, friendships, we're really good at keeping secrets. We're disciplined. You tell us something, we'll take it to the grave. And then especially sexually, we have very high sex drives. That's why we have to have a partner that matches us. We have to, no questions about it. But let's say, just like a lot of us, if we pick a wrong partner and this partner is not giving us what we need, if we want to, yes, we're very good at controlling. Like, okay, I need to leave this relationship. I'm not even going to cheat right now. I'm going to hold these emotions in. We can do that. Now, maybe some Capricorns choose not to, and maybe they say, you know what, I'm just going to go cheat this one time. But for the most Capricorns, we are very good, surprisingly, at controlling that urge, and we just leave that relationship. Okay? But I'm sure there are a few instances out there where a Capricorn will go cheat. And so I'm thinking, if that happens, if they're an average Capricorn and if they cheating, that means they must have, I'm sure they told you way ahead of time, what are the issues? Like, hey, we're not doing it enough, or you're not doing this for me, or I'm not satisfied with this. And as usual, the partners, they don't do nothing about it, or they act like they don't hear us, not listening, and nothing's changing. So yeah, it takes a lot. If you keep pestering the Capricorn over and over, we just keep having to have urges and urges and urges, then yeah, maybe they did go cheat. Maybe so, But for the most part, for most Capricorns, no, we're very good at controlling our urges. No matter how much we want it, we can control that shit. Trust me. We're very good mentally. We're disciplined mentally. Physically, if we want to get in shape, we put our minds to it, we can get in shape. Trust, we can get in shape. So we're very good at disciplining ourselves. And that's really why we hold that serious exterior, that serious look in our face, in the way we position ourselves in society, because we hold so much in, and people don't realize just how much weight that is on us a lot of times. Like, we go through so much and people don't even know. Like, we can go to a family event and look normal, like we're done up, we look fine as hell, we smile, say hi, but people don't know at home we could be going through a damn divorce. We could just anything. We could have just lost a pet. We could have just had a big argument that morning. We could have just lost our job. We could be late on the rent or facing eviction, and nobody would know it. Like, imagine how hard that is. Like, when we go through shit in life, we don't tell anyone. We do not tell anyone, because we know and we learn very early on not to expect things from people. Because when you ask, either A, you're going to get like a big talking to, or and all that. People beat you down when you're already down. Or either B, they're going to throw it right back in your face. And Capricorns, we don't like that at all. Like, if we do ask you for a favor, and later on in life you want to say, well, I did this for you. No. And definitely don't think you have power over us. We don't want no one having power over us just because you did us a favor. So even though we're not like that, like, you can ask a Capricorn, you can ask us for help. We'll help you, and you won't even hear from it again. You won't hear about it again. I done helped so many people, and I have never even some people who stopped speaking to me, even some people who turned their back or who chose to be with these other friends instead of me, I've helped people so much. And even though they did things, betrayed me, or went somewhere else, I've never once said, hey, remember I did this for you, and I've never brung it up. I don't know if they still remember, but I definitely do. I do remember everything I do for people. I remember all the favors I've done, but I've never brung it up ever, because when I do things for people, it's sincere. I just want to help you. If I have it, you can come to me and ask. I don't mind at all. And so Capricorns, we understand that not everybody, we learned pretty early that not everybody thinks like us. Not everybody has that heart that we do. So we carry a lot of burdens within ourselves that nobody else knows. Not even our partners. Because I'm here to tell you, most of the partners Capricorn choose, yeah, we're going to have a partner who we can kind of be comfortable around, someone who's pretty cool, like friends. We laugh together, but very rarely do Capricorns get lucky enough to have a partner who we can truly be ourselves. That's rare. And Capricorn, if we do come across someone who we can finally be our true selves, that's a diamond. That is everything to us. Because I'm telling you, in most of our life, there's probably only one or two people in the whole Capricorn's life that we can truly be ourselves. And I'm talking about be ourselves, be ourselves. I'm not talking about having to cover up anything. Because our real selves is not just always serious. Our real selves, we have a good side, we have a serious side, a funny side, a goofy side. And we like to kind of act young a lot too, you know. We also have maybe weird fetishes or unique things that we like or we're into. We have like dark interests, a lot of interests and hobbies that excites us. But the thing is, it's not that many people we can share that with. It's not many people we come across that we can actually share our whole hobbies and interests. And it's crazy because as Capricorn, we have it bottled inside of us and we're wishing somebody could just say, hey, talk about whatever you want to talk about for as long as you want to talk about. Oh my God. If we can talk about any topic that we want to talk about and we know we won't get judged for it or looked at crazy, man, we can go for hours. I'm not BSing. Like, we can go for hours talking about our favorite interests. And it may be something weird. It may be something dark. But if you're that person that we can just truly open ourselves up, man, like, we will love you for life. We will love you for life. And that's the thing. Capricorn, we're pretty simple. For the most part, in relationships, we are simple people. We're pretty simple. And for the people that say we're secretive, well, that's the reason why I just explained why we will be secretive. But there's a difference with secretive in a bad way and just private. We're very private people. And that's because, like I said, it goes back to we already know how cruel the world can be. We're very realistic. Capricorns, we're not in fairy tale land. Okay? We see what the world is. It's high crime rate, dangerous people out there. We're not the types like other signs. We're not the types that think, oh, it's just 1 in 10 people. What are the chances? No. Capricorn, we know that at any given chance, anything can happen. We know this. We live very realistic lives. So we know anything can happen. So we're not going to be so quick to post our pictures on social media, our kids' picture, definitely on social media, our relationship. We're not so quick to post our private life of what happens in our home and online. We're just not quick to do that. You may see a couple of stuff here and here just to show people that we're still alive. But as far as just showing our life online, where we're traveling to, we're having a good time. No. Capricorn, we're going to live a great life behind closed doors off of social media for the most part. Like I said, there are a few exceptions. If Capricorn have an extroverted partner, like a Leo or Aries, then yeah, they may post a few pictures because of their partner. Pretty sure their partner, they're into social media. So that's probably the only way you'll see Capricorn online a lot, is if they have an extroverted partner. But other than that, no, we don't do that. And that's part of the being secretive. So when people say, oh, Capricorn's secretive, and yeah, well, you know what? Unless, like I told you, unless there's very few people, like I said, we come across that we can be fully open to without judgment. So if you're with a Capricorn, if you're in a relationship or you're married to a Capricorn and they still feel like they have to hide some things from you, and it doesn't have to do with cheating at all. If you feel like they're secretive about, I don't know, stuff they look at on their phone or certain places they like to go alone, that's not a bad thing. It's not insulting. It's not saying that they don't want to be with you or anything, but it is kind of raising eyebrows on how comfortable is the Capricorn with you. And I read a lot of comments on videos. A lot of people is with a Capricorn or was with one, and they actually thought, oh yeah, the Capricorn, oh yeah, we have a great relationship. They tell me everything about them, and oh, so they're so easy, and they open up. No. This is very important. How comfortable is this Capricorn with you? Because that's very important. Because let me tell you, one secret that a lot of people don't know, and I'm not going to tell all the Capricorn secrets because I don't want people to use them in a bad way and hurt us Capricorns, right? So one secret is Capricorns, we are very tolerant of the other signs, which means we can get along with anybody for the most part. We can get along with a Leo. We can be in a relationship with an Aries. We can be in a relationship with a Pisces, Sagittarius. We can if we want to. We can tolerate anybody because that's how easygoing we are on the inside. We're so easygoing. As long as you're not a bad look and trashy or just have a horrible history, Capricorn can tolerate you. As long as we're not having arguments every damn day and you're not messing with my peace, Capricorn can tolerate you. But here's the issue. Tolerate is way different than I'm in love with you, I am comfortable with you. Two different things. And of course, because we know Capricorn, we love relationships so much. We're the marriage kind. We love relationships. So we love it so much that, yes, at an early age, we pick the wrong partners a lot of times. A lot of times, Capricorns, we pick some bad partners that we knew was bad for us. And it wasn't until after the relationship that we say, dumbass, because we're so damn disciplined. But when it comes to relationships, we just, we just choose so wrong. And a lot of times we're just tolerating that person. I'm with you. Okay, you look good. Okay, we're not arguing. Okay, we're just hanging out. Okay, I can tolerate you. Yeah, okay, we'll be in a relationship. Okay. And that's all we're doing. We're just tolerating the person. Blah, 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 blah. But as we get older, wiser in relationships, Capricorn will start to not just tolerate, but when we actually realize, okay, I got to do better. I got to pick better. That's when we'll start looking for who brings me peace, who can I be comfortable around. That's a big one. And let me tell you, it's very rare. it's rare. We don't come across a lot of people in our lives to be fully comfortable. I think I've only came across maybe 2 people that I could be myself. That's very important to me. Because as a Capricorn, you're with your partner most of the time, and you already don't open up to nobody else. Capricorn don't open up to nobody. We don't tell nobody our problems. We don't tell anyone the weird stuff that we're thinking about. So as a partner of Capricorn, just because they're with you, don't think, oh, they're so in love with me. And don't think that. Capricorns are very tolerant. So you got to ask yourself, is this Capricorn tolerating me, or are they really in love with me? They can be open with me. Because I'm here to tell you, if the Capricorn is secretive with you, and like I said, secretive does not mean bad anyways. We do love space. We love space. We have to have our own space. But if a Capricorn is secretive with you in different areas, if they're going places without you, if they're not sharing with you what kind of things they look up on their phone or what interest they're into, if they're not sharing things with you like that, like their personal thoughts and interests with you, then they're not fully comfortable with you. I don't care if you're married to a Capricorn or in a relationship with a Capricorn. They're maybe just tolerating you for right now. They're just tolerating you. But trust me, if they can be fully comfortable with you, like you know their thoughts, the weird stuff they think about, what places they love going to, then they're comfortable with you. And when they're comfortable with you, we're locked in for life. We're locked in for life because we already know we're not going to get there. We're not going to get that nowhere else. We're not going to get there nowhere else. And honestly, as far as being comfortable, you can't fake it. I know there's videos how to make a Capricorn fall in love with you and all that. Let me tell you, it's no way you can manipulate yourself, change yourself to make a Capricorn fall in love with you, because we're going to see right through that right through it. Because why? We know first conversation, we know if you BSing or not, if you faking or not. If you have to change yourself, like if you know you can't deal with space, leave a Capricorn alone. Don't even try to talk to us, because we like space. We like our own space sometimes. You can't fake it. You can't sit there and say, okay, I'm gonna pretend like I don't mind him not calling me today. I'm gonna pretend like it doesn't bother me. And he's gonna fall in love with me. That is not how it works. That's not how it works, because guess what? Capricorn, we're watching everything you're doing, even the little bitty pieces that you're doing. So if a Capricorn is busy one day, like so busy, because like I said, we don't tell people what the hell we're doing. We don't tell anybody, not our family, nothing. We could be doing something on the side, doing business deals on the side, and we don't tell anyone. So yes, sometimes a Capricorn is very busy. And it may look on the outside, it may look like, oh, we're just doing some sneaky, shicey stuff. No. It's just that we don't tell people our moves, because we don't trust people. That's all it is. Capricorns, we are realistic thinkers. We know that trust can get you killed. We do not tell people things about us or our moves. And so, let's say one day if a Capricorn is busy, let's say you can be another zodiac sign. You can be a Gemini or something. And a Capricorn is busy one day. And so you're like, oh, he haven't called me all day, nothing like that. He's going to, trust me, he's going to pay attention. The next time he talks to you, he's going to pay attention to how are you reacting? How do you pick up the phone? Or if it's texting, how are you texting? Do you sound pissed off? Do you sound sad? Do you sound worried? Or do you sound like you're genuinely okay? We pay attention to that. You can't hide that shit. And you definitely can't hide that shit forever. So you can't fool a Capricorn to fall in love with you. That's impossible. You have to be genuinely into us, and we pay attention to small details. We are looking and we are paying attention. Are you asking questions about my personal life so you can get to know me? Because if you're not, then we automatically going to know you don't care about me that much. When we get together, how are you? Are you talking, looking at me, or are you too busy looking at other people eating? Or are you too busy mingling with other people when we're out? We pay attention to all that. I say we're just as good. I think the only other sign I think that notice stuff like that, like Scorpio, we're just as good as them, if not better. We notice all the little shit that people do in our presence, even before we see you, even texting. By texting, we pay attention. It's not too much you can get from texting, but we pay attention to how long it takes for you to respond. What kind of topics you bring up. I mean, we observe a lot, and that's why when you first meet a Capricorn, yes, they're going to be very quiet because we don't trust people. We have to step back, observe you, and see who the hell you are. Don't care how fine you are. Who are you? We pay attention to all that. So the negatives about Capricorn, everything was pretty much explained already. People that say they're boring, that's a lie, and I already explained that. They're not comfortable with you. That's simple as that. So for anybody dating a Capricorn or being friends with one, yeah, they're boring. Okay, well, you need to leave that Capricorn because they're not comfortable with you anyway. Sorry. And for the people where it's been 2 months, it's been 3 months, well, you didn't make them comfortable yet. And I'm here to tell you, not everybody has a good heart. So you know what? It's probably some bad-hearted people out here that's claiming Capricorn, yeah, he still won't date me, or he still haven't married me, or well, she's still not my friend yet. Capricorn, they're boring. They don't do well. Guess what? Maybe it's you. Because you know why? Capricorn, we can observe, be cool with you. But I promise you, as soon as we see something that's off about you, we're not gonna fuck with you the same. And I promise you that. If at all. Most of them will ghost you. If you're dating a Capricorn and you lie about something, like you may say, oh no, I'm not dating other people. Capricorn go home and do their research and find out you dating like 2 other people. He may not say nothing and start changing up on you right there and say, okay, all right, so she's in my temporary list. Boom. And here you go wondering why he's not committed to you yet. So there are liars out there. If you know that you are a liar, if you know that you lie, if you know that you cheat, if you know that you're not upfront, then you don't even need to deal with the Capricorn because you're not going to get far at all. You're not. Because we're going to find out everything. Trust me. It may not look like we are, but we are. And that's the reason why we seem quiet and boring. Because we are not giving you our fun personality yet. Because you don't deserve it. We're not comfortable with you yet. We still need to see if we can trust you. We still need to see if you're a liar, or you a cheater, or you a backstabber. Who are you? We got to figure out. We got to figure that out. And it usually comes out pretty soon. It usually don't take long. It usually don't take no more than a couple of months for me to find out if somebody's a liar, a cheater, backstabber, if they attention seeking. And if there are any of them things, I back off. I ghost. And I usually don't, I don't know about other Capricorns. I usually don't tell people why. I just ghost. I feel like you should know why. You lied about this. Goodbye. Goodbye. Because let me tell you, Capricorns, we do not waste our time at all. At all. So, for the ones wondering where they stand with the Capricorn, then you really should look at yourself first and ask yourself, okay, I'm not going too far with this Capricorn. Why? Have I lied to him about anything? Did I do anything shysty? Was I too flirty when we was on a date? Was I flirting with other people too much? Like, what did I do? Because it's something. If I'm telling you, a Capricorn, we love relationships. So for the people that's saying, well, how you make them fall in love? No, it ain't no making fall in love. It just genuinely happens if you're a genuine person, which we rarely come across. If you're a genuine person who tells the truth, you're honest and you're sincere in your feelings, that Capricorn is automatically gonna fall for you. Automatically. And I say fall, but they're gonna automatically be in love with you or have love for you. Automatically. Automatically. And we're talking about an average Capricorn. And it doesn't take long. Because like I said, we love relationships. We love marriage. We just want to make sure we're with somebody that we can trust. They won't gossip. We don't like people that talk too damn much. Don't tell business to other people. Don't go gossiping about us. Don't go telling people, complaining about us. You keep that stuff in the house. We are very private people. Keep that stuff in the house. And so it was another question. Someone was like, well, what all things do Capricorn not like in dating? Well, in general, I'm telling you, if Capricorn, we're not going to mess with you anymore. We're going to ghost you or break up with you. If you are a liar, cheater, gossipy, and I'm talking about like you gossiping, like you're telling, like we're private people. So if you're telling our business to other people, no, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. And loud. We don't like loud, attention-seeking people. There are some cases I know that Capricorn do end up being with someone that's like very loud, attention-seeking. But what usually happens is over time, not by force, but the other partner tends to kind of start toning it down for that Capricorn. So if you notice, we bring a lot of influence to people's lives. We do. We're so influential as Capricorns because people are so impressed with how we control our body, our movements, our emotions, our thoughts, our speech. People are so impressed by how we control things so well. And when we get into relationships, it affects our partner. So Capricorn, if we get into a relationship with a partner who's loud and reckless, trust me, if once they get in a relationship with a Capricorn, after a while, they're going to start toning that shit down. If you pay attention, they're going to tone that shit down. Like them fire signs, like that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, maybe not Sagittarius. They probably won't tone it down. But definitely that Leo or Aries, when they with that Capricorn, over time, that loud mouth they be doing, a little bit it start going, toning it down automatically, because Capricorns don't go for that shit. Not for too long. All that loud, being extra damn loud in our ear all the time and trying to act reckless and childish all the time, we're going to call that shit out. We're going to be like, hey, why you do that? That's childish. We're going to call it out, and they're going to start toning that down. Either that or either they leave it. One of those. But I'm telling you, Capricorns, we're not going to stick around forever with somebody who's loud and reckless. We're not. Also, someone's too flirty, which kind of remind me of maybe like a Libra or something. And I don't mean intentionally, but just someone who just have to smile in everybody's face. Always going around. They know so many different people of the opposite sex. And, Capricorn don't really like dealing with that either. They don't. I mean, that really grinds my gears. Like, if I see my partner, we go somewhere in public or whatever, especially in public, and my partner's, he's up there walking around talking to all the women and smiling all in their face and all that. And like I said, Capricorn, we're good at controlling emotions, so we're not going to react. We're going to just sit right there and play along. And we're going to smile. But then you're going to hear it when we get home. And we're going to complain about it. But it depends. If that's in your character, the relationship will not last long anyway. If that's in your character. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, I know that's usually in y'all character. To be all smiley, touchy with the opposite sex all the time. Capricorns will not stick around for long if you keep doing that, if you don't change your ways. And that's how it is, but with a Capricorn, when you're with a Capricorn, you're not going to be extra friendly all the time. You're going to tone that down. We're going to tell you about yourself at early on, like, hey, why you doing that? Why you doing, like, no, I don't like that. We're going to tell you, I don't like that. And we're going to be very serious about it. So to you either keep doing it and we leave. If you don't like it, you can leave. But like I said, Capricorn, we're not dealing with that. We don't deal with that extra friendly stuff. Because we're not extra friendly. We're not extra friendly. Capricorn, that's one thing you don't have to worry about. Capricorns, we're not going to go out flirting at all. We know how to keep things very casual. We are the masters of control. Like, we can't control ourselves. So, like, if I go somewhere without my man, he ain't got nothing to worry about, because number one, I got my resting bitch face on anyway. That intimidates dudes anyway. Capricorn, we automatically have our serious face on. Then if somebody do approach, we know how to casually be like, no, thank you. We keep it short and sweet. We don't do too much talking. Cause we don't do that. We don't do too much talking. We're going to say no, thank you. And we're going to look the other way. Because it's a demeanor. It's a demeanor Capricorns have. Even the men. The women, they try to go to a Capricorn man. He be like, nah, I'm good. And he going to keep it rolling. It's a demeanor that Capricorns have that makes people think, damn, they don't care about me. And that's the exact demeanor we're going to have when we go out. So trust me, you don't have to worry about a Capricorn flirting with somebody else or somebody else trying to flirt with them. Hell no. Because it's not going to go far at all. It's not. They're not going to get far at all with a Capricorn. because we're not friendly like that at all. We're not. We barely smile at work. We're not friendly like that. And if you do have a Capricorn who's extra friendly in front of your face, then you must have did something. And they probably just trying to get revenge on you or something. They doing that shit on purpose. Because I can't imagine a average Capricorn being extra friendly in people's face. No. No, I can't imagine it. So that's it. So that's debunking a lot of, like I said, negative traits that people say about Capricorns. At the end of the day, we're just misunderstood. People think that we're all these bad things, but we're not. We're definitely not born. We're not liars and cheaters. We don't betray our friends. We are great people. You know, I have to make another video to speak on our emotions, things like that. Because, yeah, that is some truth to that. We are pretty, don't express emotions at all. That's true. But I will speak more on that in the next video. But I just wanted to touch base on the main negative traits that people keep saying about us.